Today I'm going to be getting ready with you and all that. I would do a short today, but the thing is about that is that I have not talked for a little bit and all of that. So today I'm getting ready and I want to tell you guys I'll be off all this week. So I kind of want to do a vlog on short each day telling you how my day went and all that. And basically, you know, what I'll be doing this whole week and all that. So first I'm going to use this Bobo Plus Poppi when they did the collab in this lip serum called Talk Back. Again, just sharpening on my lips and playing and all of that. So, yeah. But I'm gonna this type of makeup, which is gonna be a little more fancier because my son, he talked to me last night and he's like, Mom, it's gonna be kind of like a, what do you call it, since we graduate high school next month, it's gonna be a I don't know why I lost my train of thought. My brain is just, I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. My brain's usually just go because I'm not used to being off all week and having this relaxing time, just do what I want to do and having fun and all that. So yeah, but anyways, what I'm going in tonight, which you guys will see this, it starts around 5. It's a award banquet and all that. So basically all the children that is going to have different awards. So it's a little get together. My son, he's with him graduating and all that, he already did his IB. If you guys don't know, IB is pretty much what he's been doing since elementary all the way up to end of high school. It's a program where he can earn like extra credits in college or get a year free in college with books and all that, and he had to do all this stuff to get through it and pass it and all that. So he is part of graduation done with the IB. So let me go ahead and get started on this. For primer, I'm just going to be using my NYX primer. Again, I want this to be where it's long lasting, but again, it's like I said, it's one of those special casual. You got to be a little bit more casual, a little bit more fancy, but not like overboard and to where you have to be all dressy. You gotta be somewhat dressy, but not like overbaying, like look at me, prom or dance or fancy places and stuff like that. So it's kind of like in between when it comes to this and all that. So I'm going to be a little dressy, but I'm not going to be as dressy because I feel like that, like he said, we don't need to be like overboard or anything like that. So yeah, so basically it's just a nice little banquet for all the kids to come and get awards. Some pens are going to be there. What I have learned through this is that pens don't necessarily have to come, but consider the fact that my son is in this and you guys know our situation and why we're in the hotel and why my son is not with me, why I only got one son with me. I try to spend as much time I can with him. I mean, especially now that he has a month away from graduating and it's kind of like last spending time with my youngest son and my last one, because after him I'm pretty much done and I'm pretty much like, okay, no more high school, no more enrolling, no more anything come with that. So I'm kind of like, and like I said, ever since this started about a year ago, I really take my time trying to spend as much time I can, and I'm taking advantage of this week since, like I said, I'm off work and be able to do this, and I'm like, any opportunity I have time to be with my son, I will take it. I'm going to do my eyes first because the palette I'm going to be using, I kind of want a little bit match what I have on, because this is the outfit. I got black pants, I have my hair back, but I'm not having the ponytail, I'm just going to wear this, but I've already took a shower before filming, did my skincare and all that. So I figured since it's going to be a nighttime, but it's still going to be a little bit more, you know, more casual and stuff, a little bit fancy. I figured this would be perfect with my outfit because I'm also going to do a shadow, and I'm going to use the e.l.f. shadows, creamy shadow. And I figured this would be perfect, at least for the base. And again, it will match, you know, in a way, when I'm wearing, because I'm kind of wearing like almost that same color. So what I'm going to do is, of course, I'm going to use my eye stuff. I'm going to use my Locket one. Because with this palette, the Norway palettes, these palettes, the little shimmer shades like around there, they tend to be a little fallout, and I figure if I have any fallout, at least I'll be able to wipe it off and not mess up the rest of my makeup and all of that. So I'm just going to use this. I'm going to let this dry for a few minutes, do my eyebrow. I'm not going to do like eye pencil or anything like that. I'm just going to use gel tint because, again, I kind of I don't want to look crazy around all the kids and all around the people and stuff. So I'm kind of like, yeah. So I'm being careful what I put on, but I want to look good and I want to look like, you know, fancy smashy people. So, yeah. So I'm going to use my e.l.f. Wow Brow Tint. This is in, I think, Medium Brown, if I remember correctly. But everything will be down below in the description box. I will be post this today as soon as I get done before I leave tonight. So, yeah. So I'm just going to, and whatever mess I make, I clean this up with our foundation and powder, concealer, and all that. So, yeah. I'm just excited because this time has went by extremely fast. I think it went a little bit faster than my other two kids when they graduated, because they didn't do like all this extra stuff and all this IB stuff. To them, it's like they had goals. They knew in a way what they want to do after high school, but to actually pursue it and actually be like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I got to, you know, do what it takes. They wasn't like that. They were more like, okay, I think I want to do this, but I really want to do the work of this. My son, like I said, he'd been doing this in Lily Elementary School. So for him to actually do this is like, yeah. So I'm going to use the Shade by Shane, the flat brush, and I'm going to take some off. And this really does dry fast, so you have to be careful. So like I said, I'm going to take a little bit more. And I'm just going to start off with this shade and kind of put it all over my lid and build on that. So yeah, my son, he already had his IB ceremony, graduation type thing last Wednesday, and he got to do a slide. The teachers actually talked for them, like we saw slides of the whole IB classes, all IB students that are going to be graduating this next month. They talked about, well, the teachers actually talked for them, and they did a little slide talking about how they what they like, their favorite things, you know, what they want, what they're going to be doing after high school and where they're going to be going and all that. It was interesting. It was a little boring because it was like over 80 students, but it was like, but then I'm just proud of my son. I mean, for him to do all that stuff is just amazing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go into this very light. Oh, I'm also going to do this right here. So this is going to be like the main shadow, going to be on top, but I'm just use this as like an accent type thing. So I'm just going to use the Southern Lights. Actually, no. I'm going to use the Cresttown Skill first. I'm going to use that as my crease, just to light stuff up. And I'm going to use this small brush, crease 7. And it's more like a brownie. And then I think I'm going to use this pink one to kind of go across and do a little deep. So this is kind of like the start of it. Just have something in my crease. And then I will add on that other pink, and then I think the purple above like all this pink will look amazing and kind of like complement everything. So I picked my makeup around this outfit, and like I said, I think it looked nice. I think it looks more like fancy and more like, you know, a little bit casual, but up the scale type casual. So I think I did a good job with that. So anyways, so yeah, my son, he did everything he can now, which I'm, like I said, so proud of. I'm proud of all my kids. And whether they graduate high school or whether they went to college or not go to college, I did anything in their life, you know, they did more than what I thought they would happen. And being a mom at a young age is kind of like, you know, you hope and pray that your kids will graduate, or pray that their life will be good and everything, and hope, pray that they turn out the way you want them to turn out. So for my son and all three of them to turn out the way they did, it was like, yeah, it was complete shock sometimes and all that. So I'm just gonna take some toilet paper, I know, just to switch off the color, because I want to make sure none of this is on my brush. But yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna take this color right here and just put it on the outside into the crease, and we're gonna go from there. So I figured this would be perfect. Again, it was kind of will match what I have with the pinks and the purples and all of that, and kind of enhance this in a way. So yeah, plus with it being the way it is, I think it will look good. So yeah, and I can always go back to that brown and just do a little deepening and go back to the brown and make sure that brown stays out. And then I'm going to take my clean brush, this brush right here, you guys know I love this, and just kind of blend all this out so that way it won't be as crazy. But yeah, I think I'm going to I'm going to take that brown again to make sure, like I said, it's all the way it's supposed to be. So, take back the brown and make sure it's all good and visible. So, I think this is turning out good. I really do like it. Okay. So I'm going to use my finger, of course, you guys knew. So this is about all I'm going to be doing. Almost kind of want to do an eyeliner with this black, which I'm really kind of sucky at black when it comes to eyeliners, but I think I'm going to deepen up that pink too. So I'm going to use a different one. Kind of like, I'm going to use a steeper pink and kind of like deepen this up in a way. Just to look like there's actually something in the corner. But once we have the brown, or once we have the other shade on, I think it'll come together. But I like that, yeah. So I'm going to take that back again, make sure that's all good. And then of course, we will take this. So yeah, I'm thinking about using this black right here that's called dark sky, but we will see at the end if I want to do that. It depends how my makeup turns out. So yeah, I'm going to use this Sephora Shimmer Shadow and Colorful. Again, if figure this would be perfect for, oh yeah, there's a lot of fallout. So, I gotta make sure I tap this off because I have a feeling this is gonna suck. This is the reason why I decided to do my eyes first. Goes the excess. Oh, okay, I like this. Again, I'm just tapping because I'm being very, very careful on this. But that's actually not that bad. I actually do like that. Again, lots of tapping. Like again, I could always see, I'm just tapping this around. That is not bad. What do you think? A little bit? That is not bad. I actually do like that. I'm going to use my clean brush and I'm just going to make sure this is all nice and clean. Yeah, I could tell there's a little fallout. The reason why I kind of want to do my eyes first because I think the fact there would be fallout and all that. So I'm going to put a little bit more, at least to all the way up to like my center because I feel like that I don't have enough. These up here. Yeah, there's fallout. The reason I was afraid of. That's the reason why I did my eyes first. But you can see how pretty that is. So yeah, I really do like. I have used this. I've used this type of shimmer for the longest time ever. So yeah, we're gonna get the rest of the makeup on done before this is too long video. Then I'll figure out if I want to do the little eyeliner stuff. But so far, I like my eyes. I think they really do complement what I'm wearing, and they look more like behind and above. And usually I don't do this much, but I'm like, this is for my son, so I gotta do what I gotta do. Okay, so foundation, I'm gonna get this one, the Maybelline Lumi Matte. Again, it's something that I know will last for a long time, and I'm using my Urban Decay All-Nighter and all that, so I figured that will be perfect to keep my makeup on, because it's not a 5, but I think my son is like 5 to like 8, 7, and this actually does matches me, so I'm kind of like, yeah. And I'm going to put that much on, just enough to cover, because like I said, I use concealer. What do I feel like I hair? Every time. Always hair. But yeah, so yeah, it's put enough to cover, not too much, because again, it's one enough to cover me. I'll fix my hair again, really. But yeah. Always drag it down my neck just in case, you know. Because I have my hair like around here, but yeah. And this give me, like I said, a little matte, a little lumi in between. So it doesn't look like my face will be all caked up. Plus I have that gripping, NYX gripping. So between that and this, I think it'll be good. Okay, so for concealer, I always use a cream product. So I decided to use this one, the Be Pure Jelly Tint. Before that, I think I have the bronze I'm going to be using. I remember correctly. Did I not? Correct. I did not pick out bronzer. Give me one moment. Like I said, I'm trying as fast as I can. Okay, so I'm just going to use my Wet Wild Mushroom Bronzer in Beige Please. So I'm just going to use my bronzer, and I think I'm going to just use one of my, let's see. I know I have my good ones. Where's my good ones that I have? Oh. There we go. I'm just going to use one of these just to put some bronze on me. So get that on. Oh yeah. Okay, I like this. It just gives me a little extra bronze. And it does not make my face look all, you know, dark. But just enough to bronze me all up. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing with this. This is the Be Pure Lip and Cheek. So yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, it's going to be an exciting month for me and him because, again, last child, last one, two. I'm going to take another one sip. I'm use the blush. And it's, yeah. Ooh, I like this, I like this. Okay. The way I'll be putting blush powder over this because I know the perfect one. But yeah, it's just gonna be an exciting month because I'm just trying to enjoy this as much as I can before, you know, my son goes off to college and start living his life as usual and things like that. So I'm kind of like, it's getting to that point, and I'm kind of like, I don't want to lose my son. I know I'm not going to lose him, but I am going to, yeah, going to miss the hell out of him when he's off doing his college thing and have his own life and barely have time for me. And because that's always happened. My oldest son, he's off doing his own thing, and he has a girlfriend and going to work and doing this, what do I call it, the trucker college thing, not college, but trucker thing. So I'm kind of like, okay, so for e.l.f., I'm going to use the e.l.f. one. This I love using, especially when I go out, because I feel like that this actually does not mess up my crease, does not give you creases and things like that. So I do a little bit of dots and all that, not that much, but then of course I use my beauty blender to blend it all out. So yeah, and like I said, there's not really crease on me. I'll give me that crease look, which I'm very happy for. And then always around the nose because I don't like the fat. And yeah, so I just do that, and you can see once I do that, it's really very, and I did put eye patches underneath here, so it should help with the eye patch and make sure that, you know, it doesn't crease the way that normally there's a crease. Which, so yeah, not bad. so this is what it looked like so far. I think it's turning out good, truthfully. Okay, and then of course, you guys, I use my banana brighten up powder to set it because I feel like that if I set it with any powder so far, I feel like that is not really doing as it's doing. And then I use my little technique brush, and I will set not only underneath my eyes, but where I put the bronzing, or where I put the concealer, and then I will look up and just pat and all of that, because I feel like that this does not really dry my eyes out. At all. So like I said, I just do a little bit of that, and just belling in the creasing, a little bright, you know, places that you normally would brighten up. So yeah, okay. Then I'm gonna use this is Fallible Blurring Effect Brightening Powder. I'm using the translucent one, and I'm just gonna use a little bit of this. I'm gonna use it on a powder. Again, just very little, because again, I just want this to stay, but I don't want it to look cakey or dry or anything like that, because I don't like that feeling of that. So yeah, I just put a tiny bit on. Okay. Then for bronzer, I'm just using my Sephora Project Pan bronzer. Since I've only got the other one. Well, this is the matte bronzer. Actually, I'm going to use a different bronzer. Trying to figure this out, but let's use the Skin Perfect Bronzer Enhanced Baked Luminous, just to give me a little bit of glow, and I think it will work perfectly with this. Oh yeah, I do like that. So put a little bit down here. Once I put powder on this, it will all come together, so don't worry. And then for blush, I'm just going to use this right here, the Love Crack Beauty, and I think I'm just going to use the Oxler one. I think it will match perfect with the blush I have on now. Oh yeah, that will actually look beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love it. And I'm loving this. I'm like saying, my makeup is turning out really good. Okay, and then for highlighter, I'm just going to use my Cite Starburst highlighter. This is my favorite one. I've used this all the time. I actually love it. It's one of my favorite highlighter of all time. And this is perfect. And like I said, just give you like a little glow. Just a little glow. Okay, now actually I'm going to do that liner. I'm going to try the liner because I do have, I think I have a flat one, maybe a little mini one. Yeah, I have this one. I don't know if it'll work, but we will see. But we're going to try that liner because I'm almost done with my makeup, so yeah. Okay, we're going to try the Dark Sky Nation. And I'm just going to take a little bit on top, and we're going to see how this works. Usually, like I said, I don't do liner. Only because of today's occasion, I will do the liner. It's a little dark, so I'm going to do, I don't think that's bad, damn. For a person who never does liner, Okay. Like I said, I get this off. I'm going to try to do it close to the last line so I won't take over what I have, because I don't like doing that. But for a person that does not do liner, I don't think this is that bad. I just have to make this a little more darker, but I don't think that's bad. Like, this is something that I could do. It looks even. I'm actually shocked. I'm telling you right now. I'm actually shocked how this is turning out. Like, literally beyond shocked. So what I'm going to do is kind of even this out. It look like it's, but what do you think? I think this liner thing is going to be good. Okay, so one last touch, which is the inner corner, and I do have some for that, which is this one here, my NYX Jumbo Multi-Stick. So I'm going to use that just for the inner corner, just to light stuff up, because I need something to light this up. Okay. And then one last touch. Probably be short while I edit a lot of this stuff out, so don't worry. And then one last touch. This is my favorite thing, and I think I'm going to hit pan soon on this because I don't know why, but this right here, the Makeup Mayo Artist Highlighter. This is in the matte highlighter, so the no sparkle, no thing. I've used this so much, and I feel like that I'm going to be hitting pan because I love this as my brown bone highlighter. I do. It just brings my eyeshadows like literally together. And I just put it right here. I'm probably going to do a little touch up before I leave, but yeah, as you can see, like it makes my eyeshadow just... Okay, so before I do mascara, I always do this before I put mascara because I don't want a mascara flake, but I am going to use this one mascara I really do like. It's a 2B mascara from Revelation. It's the Wrap Last Mega Extense Volume 2B one. This fucking thing stays on. I'm sorry guys, but that stays on, I'm telling you right now. Probably gonna spray a little bit more if I leave to, just to keep it locked in. But I like doing this right before I'm about waiting to put mascara on. Woo. I think I found a brand new black light eyeliner. Not bad, I'm telling you right now, I think that looks good. I think it's the best eyeshadow I think I've ever done. Truly the best one. My makeup looks good, I'm telling you right now. Okay, so last but not least, lips. And then, which I have not figured out the lip problem yet. But I'm just going to go ahead and put the mascara on. And then this will be it for my video and all that. You guys will see, this is pretty much a finished look. I will probably show you what I decided to do for my lips. But if I don't worry about it. It's going to be a nice neutral lip since my eyes are really bold and all that, so I like doing neutral with that. Again, close to looking good with this. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoy the getaway chit chat, talking about the event and everything. And I will see you actually tomorrow, because again, since I'm on vacation, I'm going to be doing a shorts every day, tell you guys how I've been and all of that. So till then, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, give it a thumbs up and all that. And love you all. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and keeping with me and all that. Till then,